everyone, I'm Lydia from Novelty, and today we are going to be talking about the differences between audiobooks and physical books. And this is a subject that I'm a little bit confused on because I know a lot of people, actually maybe everyone who I know on Goodreads and blogging and stuff like that, they consider an audiobook to be a book they've read. And to me that's just a little bit weird because how can you say you've read a book when you've listened to it? And I have no problem with it. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing to do. It just doesn't really make sense to me. So first off, are there any of y'all out there who feel the same way? But now for the perks. We're going to go through some of the perks of listening to audiobooks versus reading audiobooks. And first off, let me start out by saying that until last year, I mostly read books. I hardly ever listened to audiobooks, and that's mainly because audiobooks get expensive, people. And I like them, but I don't have the money to spend on them. And then last year, I was so excited when I discovered Overdrive, which is an app you can get that lets you sign in to an online library with your library card from your physical library. And you can get audiobooks and ebooks for free on there. And you can get them for up to 21 days. And oh my goodness, y'all, it revolutionized the way I get to do my work and my commute to work and all that kind of stuff, because now I can get audiobooks and it makes me really happy. So now let's go with 5 perks of audiobooks. Perk number 1. This one's pretty obvious, and it's the fact that you can listen to an audiobook a lot more easily than you can read. You can listen to an audiobook when you're driving or when you're working. I like to do it when I'm doing dishes or laundry or cleaning my room or even cooking and baking. And it's so much fun to get carried away on the wings of a story as you're going about your everyday tasks. And oh my lands, people, I have gotten in so many good books this way, and I'm really thankful for that. Number 2, I read really fast, and so therefore when I'm listening to an audiobook, I can put it on 2 times speed, but even 2 times speed feels slow sometimes. So it forces me to slow down and really take in more of what I'm hearing, and that therefore has helped me with my patience and helped me to really just soak in and enjoy everything. And number 3 goes right along with that, and that would be the fact that as a writer, I am working on details, but I did not know how many details I missed until I started listening to an audiobook. And sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'll listen to this whole audiobook on 1 speed, like not fast at all. And it forced me to really pay attention to all the minute little things. And there's this one book that had this absolutely glorious description of a sunrise. And I probably would have skimmed over that if I was reading it, because I just like to, see what happens next. But yeah, slowing down and really soaking in the details has helped me a lot as an author. Number 4, it has been so enlightening to hear other people reading a book. Like sometimes I'll listen to a book in a series and I'll read one book and then I'll listen to the next book, and just listening to the way they voice various characters and the way they use different voice inflections, it really makes the book feel different to me. And it just brings in a new element, and it helps me to see it from somebody else's perspective, from the reader's perspective. And that's pretty cool, and I'm like, wow, it makes me almost want to be an audiobook reader. But number 5, this is for all the people out there who have a difficult time reading. If you have a hard time reading, the audiobook does the hard part for you, and you can just soak in the story and learn and grow without having to stress your brain by trying to do something that's really difficult for it. And so I have some people who I know in my life who their eyes don't work well, or else their brain just, dyslexia or something like that. And I've always felt really bad for them. But now I have a solution for them. I'm like, hey, there's audiobooks, you don't have to miss out anymore. So that is one of the best things about audiobooks, and one of the things I am most thankful for with them. That's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun listening to me talk about audiobooks, and if you haven't heard of Overdrive before, you should totally check that out because, y'all, it is an amazing app. So I would be delighted to hear what your thoughts are regarding audiobooks and considering them books you've read, or how you do that, because I'm really curious to hear, the logic behind it.